It's getting hotter and it's more difficult to move. Now a sensible man would have a rest now. Unfortunately, we don't have that luxury. We have to hurry up, we're losing light. We have lost the tracks. Request K9 support at my location.
K9 deployment denied. Over.
This is Bravo 20 Alpha, OP set out.
Okay, so last night's OPs didn't yield a lot of success. We're starting to run out of options trying to find these guys. So one of the things that is left for us to do is a likely area search. So we're currently checking all the areas where we think potentially these suspects might go to. A good place to check is around the waterhole. Waterhole is a place where animals and people can converge, and especially people hunting will be around these areas looking for the wildlife that they want to harvest. So what we're doing right now is a waterhole search. We're going to circle the entire waterhole looking for any tracks of humans that are the same as the suspects that we are following. And if we do find them, then hopefully, we can follow up and arrest these guys before they do any harm to our wildlife. Okay, so as we came around this side of the water, he spotted a track that was sort of crossing us towards the water line. So we stopped, we had a good look at it, and immediately what stood out to us was the fact that this is one of the prints that we've been following all the way from the entry. It's a work boot with an oval, right? And we know that that is one of the suspects that we're trying to follow. What we can see is that there's a track coming down, and there's a track straight going up. Now what's interesting is down there's quite a few tracks right next to the water side. You can see a lot of dwell time, as they call it. That person didn't just walk here and go back. He was here for a short period of time. What you also can see is that the water has actually spilled onto the tracks, which means there must have been some sort of disturbance in the water. Now this can be a couple of things. It can be the hippos in this water that have been swimming around and washing the water up, or it could be of the action that was taking place here. So an intelligent assumption would be that someone came down early in the morning, grabbed some water and made his way up. So there's a very high chance that we are actually quite close to a position where they may have had, a rest position in order to top up that water. Now the other thing that's really important is, if I come up this way a little bit, this particular track that we see here has a lot of dark soil around it. Okay, that dark soil is because of the moisture that is underneath the top layer that is dried out. It's still visible, which means that this is not very long ago. And we would call this a hot track. Specifically, this individual is not far away from here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send a track report. I'm going to organize my team. I'm going to start following this track. But it's important in this case that we might be really close to them. So we have to move silently and we have to be very alert, because we might actually be quite close to the poaching gang that we're trying to follow. Hello, Zero. This is Bravo 20 track report, over.
0, send over.
This is Bravo 20 Lima, full stop, 8545 8990. November, full stop, 1 times. Delta, full stop, 290 degrees. Alpha, full stop, hot. Tango, a full stop, work boot with oval. It is my intention to follow these tracks as they are hot. Break time 0826, over.
Roger your time, 0826, out.
fast, man. Freeze! Put your hands up. Turn around. Turn around. Go. Put your hands up. Up. You want arrest? Right. On your knees. Kneel down. Kneel down. Let him get down. Lay down.
Okay, control. Ball come down.
Is this something you've been doing for a long time?
Okay. So as we were coming around the bend into this sort of small gully here, already one of the guys picked up a faint smell of smoke. Very faint. We weren't sure whether it was a campfire or whether it was a bushfire. But sure enough, coming into this gully a little bit, at about 70 meters, my point man spotted the blue shirt. Now remember, the blue sweater is an identifying feature for one of the guys who made entry. We had a quick assessment of the situation and I decided to do a left flanking maneuver in order to get on top of this guy. So I took up a firing position. The guys maneuvered back, came around, managed to get really close because we are behind this embankment. And as they were coming across to effect the arrest and they had the guy under control, I moved up and provided additional cover. Successful operation, no injuries or deaths. So it's a good day for everyone. So what we're going to do now quickly is look at what information can be gained from this camp, because we could still have 2 people at large. So 𝗙់𝗪 started a quick post-arrest interview. The guy's not telling us a lot, but some of the things that he did say was that there are indeed 3. He doesn't know if there's a weapon present. He wasn't willing to give up a lot of information, so we do need to check this camp now. First point will be around the fire. I can see both of the work boots that we saw earlier at the entry point. Fire's still hot. Fire looks like it's been sort of early hours. It's not a big fire. Other interesting thing, one of the guys is a smoker. All right, and this is like a position where they probably have been seated. Now it makes a lot of sense as a poacher, if you want to make a fire, if you want to cook some food, to do it in a depression like where we are in at the moment. Because the smoke will not be dissipated a lot through the wind. It's almost wind still here, whereas if you go on top, the wind is really blowing. So it makes a lot of sense. The other thing is because of the embankment, the light of the fire is covered from observation. Obviously these guys don't want to be seen. The other thing we have is a water canister. It's not only water, it smells like water from a waterhole. So that ties it nicely together. Now here, very faintly, is a V shape. That's the 𝗙𝗪. So we got confirmed 1, 2, 3 individuals. This is a hot track, so I will ask for K9 support. I hope this time they give it to us, but let me have a quick look around the camp first. First thing that I saw, I could see these evenly spaced lines here. I saw another one that has the rough shape here. Now, if I take the measurements in centimeters, we're looking at about 9.5 in length. Now, I've seen this pattern before. It's conducive to a AK style folding stock. The back of it, it's metal. It leaves a really nice crisp line. Now, taking the whole scene in, it makes a lot of sense. We have the fire down there. Obviously, these guys try to hide in this gully, but they also don't want to be surprised. So it tells me a couple of things. These guys know what they're doing. They're tactically aware, and they are quite sharp. I think I know enough. I'm going to coordinate that this guy is going to get picked up ASAP, call it all in, and then hopefully we get K9 support so that we can close the gap on these other two guys. Hello, 0 Bravo 20 short sitrep, over.
This is 0, send over.
This is Bravo 20 at location 83248987. Break. 1 times male suspect arrested. Site exploitation indicates 1 firearm positively identified. Firearm is not present on this site. Request vehicle pickup for suspect, over.
0, roger, over.
Request urgent K9 support at my location for follow-up of 2 remaining suspects, over.
0, request granted. K9 cars to your location.
Bravo 20, roger, will move to link-up position, over.
This is 0, roger. We'll update ETA of K9 team as soon as possible. Out.
Now from the camp we have to identify the exit tracks. We can't bring the K9s into the camp. It's a massive scent pool, there's a lot of human scent, it's our scent. So what we now need to do is we need a track for a reasonable distance to get out of that scent pool. So when the K9s arrive, we can put them onto a clean track without any interference and give them maximum success of picking up the scent track of our suspects. Okay, we're in the LP. We have secured the place. Helicopter is coming in. K9 team is here.